Jai Shri Gurudev. Today we are going to discuss about Watchman of the Lake scene 5. In the scene 5, you came to know that how did Mara uh, tried hard, how did Mara try hard to save the lake from the destruction. You know that the goddess of the river Veda appeared in front of him when he requested her, and she expressed her willingness to destroy the lake. Okay, when she said that, he explained in such a way that she must be convinced to save the lake and not to carry out the destruction. But he could not do that. He could not be successful in convincing her. However, uh, he made a plan of saving the lake by taking a promise, by taking an oath from the goddess. How did he convince her in giving a promise? He said that he would go to the palace and he would inform about the destruction which is going to happen in the next few uh, minutes or an hour. Then, when he returned back to the lake to meet the goddess, then only the goddess must carry out the destruction. Till that time, he requested her to wait. When she agreed to that, he went to meet the king, and after meeting the king, after informing everything about the lake, the destruction, the goddess, the mood of the goddess, everything, he told the king to make him not to return to the lake. It means, as per the promise given by the goddess, she would be waiting for him. Only after his return she is going to carry out the destruction. Therefore, he must not return. He must not be made to return. That is what the king should do. That is what he suggested to the king to make him. When the king was not ready to do what according to the suggestion given by Mara, he convinced the king by saying that if he could not execute him, he could send an executioner to do that. And also he asked one last request, one last wish he expressed to the king to make each and every person, a son who is born in that family, must be made as the watchman of the lake till the last generation of the family. It means, from each generation, a very newborn son must be made as the watchman of the lake. The king was so happy, and he agreed to that. Mara was executed. Mara sacrificed himself to save the lake, and then um, uh, that is how the king could become successful in saving the lake from the destruction. Okay, so now we are going to move to the scene 5, in which we are going to understand that how Mara's son is going to take care of the lake as a watchman of the lake, how he performs his duty, and all that will be known to us. And also we come to know that how did Mara is made immortal in the society, how people are going to remember him. That is going to be known in scene 5. Okay, so let us see that. Now, the scene 5 is going to get started. In that scene 5, we are going to see that there is a shrine on the lake, and also Ganga and his son are standing. It means to say that when Mara left the hut, Ganga was a very small boy. Small boy means he was not in a position to understand anything. Such a small boy he was. Okay, now he is grown up and he is married and he is also having a son. He is living with his family on the same bank of the lake. He is doing his duty just like his father was doing at that time. Okay. Uh, Now Ganga calls his son. Son, son, come here. Son, coming father. Ganga, where were you all this time? He is asking. When he called his son, he came and he asked, where was he all the time? For that, son, I was watching the gulls flying over the lake. Father, gulls means they are the kinds of birds. They are trying to catch the fish from the lake. At the same time, they are flying over the lake. He was looking at them and he was enjoying them. How they skim and catch the fish, it is lovely to watch. Lovely means beautiful. Okay, he is saying that gulls, the birds, they are flying over the lake and they are trying to catch each and every fish to fulfill their hunger. Okay, so when he saw that, he was very happy and he was enjoying that sight. Okay, now Ganga says, well, well, don't you know this was the hour of worship at the shrine? Shrine means it is a holy place, it is a temple, okay, where there will be a goddess, the puja, the worship, all these things will be taking place. People go to worship the god or the goddess to the temple, that is called as shrine. Okay, so he is reminding, Ganga is reminding his own to know that that was the hour of worship at the temple. But his son has forgotten that. He says, Father, I forgot. Okay, he honestly expressed that he had forgotten about the worship that must be attended by all the members of the Ganga's family. It means Ganga, son, his wife, everybody should go and attend the worship. It was the hour of worship. At that time, they must be there. So that is their part of duty that is forgotten by the little child. That is reminded by his father. Okay. Now Ganga starts advising his son how he should be duty bound and how he should take care of the lake, how he should follow certain things religiously without a miss. Okay, he is giving some kind of advice to his son. Don't forget again. That's all I can say. I will be very angry if you miss another worship. You are old enough to realize your duties, I think. I was less than your age when was ordered to take my father's place. Even my mother was away somewhere. The last I saw of my father was when I went to bed. When I woke up in the morning, the hut had blown off and the lake was nearly rolling over the shore. And whom should I see as soon as I got up but the king? He said my father was no more and ordered me immediately to do my father's duties. Soon after that, he built the shrine which looks over the lake. And on the day of dedication, he was himself present. You see those two figures, son. The one on the top pedestal is the guardian goddess of this lake, and the one immediately below it is my father. By the king's order, worship is performed on the evenings of every Tuesday and Friday. Scores of people come from even distant towns for it. You must not miss a single one henceforth. See now how he is explaining or advising his son to do the task. Don't forget again. He told not to forget again the worship because it was so important for them. When Mara left the hut, left the world, he was very, very young. It means he was a very small child, younger than even Ganga's son. At such an age itself, he lost his father. When he went to his bed only, he had seen his father. After he woke up, he did not see his father only because his father went to the palace. There he suggested the king not to make him return by killing him, by executing him, so that only the entire lake or the entire kingdom could be saved. That was the suggestion given by Mara himself. That was the last time he had seen his father. Before going to bed, he could see. After that, after he woke up, he could not see his father only. When he woke up early in the morning, it was that there was no hut only. He could see only the king. The king had come himself to tell him that he must do the duty of his father, as he was no more at all, as he was executed. Okay, it means to save the entire kingdom, Mara was executed. It is not the wish of the king to execute him, it was the wish of Mara only to get executed to save the entire kingdom. So that is what he told his son. When I took the charge of a watchman, when he took the charge of a watchman, he was very young, younger than the son of Ganga only. Okay, at that at that age only he started to do his job. Then Ganga's son must be ready to do all kinds of jobs with so much responsibility. How a child should start thinking about the responsibility is being guided by Ganga to his own son. And also he tells that on the day when the king came to inform about Mara's death, and also how Ganga should take care of the lake, he also ordered to build the build the temple for Mara. Not only for Mara, even for the goddess also there is a temple. Both the idols are kept almost in the same place. It means on the pedestal, the goddess of that lake is kept. Below that pedestal, the idol of Mara is kept. Both are being worshipped by each and every person in that region since that day. Every week, every Tuesday and Friday, in the evening time, people go to worship. They perform puja. Scores of people from different places come to do the worship in that place. That's why when people from other places were coming to perform puja, then Ganga and his son and his family must not miss even a single worship. That was the instruction being given, is given by Ganga to his son. Okay, that is how each and every person should do their job in their family. So that is what Ganga is also expecting. When he said that, when he advised that, his son Ganga also agreed to that. Yes, father, good boy. Ganga is saying, good boy. When I am gone, you must watch over this lake. It means after Ganga's death, his son should take care of the duty as a watchman. That is also said now. After you, your son. It means he continued to tell the same thing for his son. Means his son, after his son, then the next son must do the duty of a watchman. Now, like this, it goes on forever after every generation of their family. Now, coming to the shrine and see the worship, he also took along with him his son to the temple to do the worship, to perform the worship. So everybody is gathered in the temple. The puja, the worship is going on. All the people are paying their respect and honor, and also devotion to the goddess as well as to Mara. Thus, a common person means Mara is a common person. He is an ordinary person. He became extraordinary. He became immortal by sacrificing himself for the people. We also understand that how uncommon ideas will be generated, will be coming from the common people. How a common person becomes an extraordinary person. That is also narrated, picturized, and told us through this story. So, in every society, there will be some or the other person they dedicate for the society. They become uncommon, with uncommon qualities, with special qualities. That is, uh, we can say that they are all rare qualities we can see in the society. Such people should always be adored, should always be worshipped. That way, people can become great, special, immortal in the society. Okay, I think you have understood this entire story. I have given you this lesson in five different uh, pieces, and you have to understand each and every piece of this story in detail, and you must be able to answer any question which is going to appear in the examination. I send you the notes, and also anything which is related to this lesson I am going to send it, so that you must copy to the notes and you should keep it ready for the examination. Okay, bye.